So, guys, here we are, Stoomboy, the Combat Companion. So, as always, shows are brought to you. This time it's by Kaizen Fightwear. So, Kaizen Fightwear, obviously a good friend of mine, Max, has put together, obviously, a clothing brand, Kaizen Fightwear. So, head over to their Instagram, Kaizen Fightwear _co, and see some of the designs they've got. I mean, they've got some cracking designs, some really, really nice rash guards. And it's all stuff that Max would wear. So, and it looks funky. Do you know what I mean? It's all these no-gi nerds out there are going to love Kaizen. So definitely head over to Kaizen Fightwear on Instagram and get all the information through there. So we're going to be talking about Cage Warriors 187. Cage Warriors 187, Saturday the 19th of April. It's going to be at the Braehead Arena in Glasgow. Now, we've obviously seen the shows in Glasgow, and the shows in Glasgow are unbelievable. And that's why Cage Warriors keeps coming back, because there's nothing like a Scottish show. Nothing like a Scottish show at all. We love fighting. We love fighting. We're shit at football. We're not very good at rugby, but we love fighting. So it's only fair that Cage Warriors keeps coming back and putting on a show. So we're going to see some unbelievable talent, as always, on display. Now, one of the guys we're going to see is going to be making his pro debut at Cage Warriors on that night. So Chris Morris, higher level martial arts. So Chris, unbelievable. I mean, he's 11-2 as an amateur. He's got an amazing grappling game. Do you know what I mean? A really, really amazing grappling game, which we've seen at competitions. In fact, there was one choke he did. I want to hear about this choke. He talked about it was the hardest choke to get out of. So we want to hear a little bit about that. I think that was that. I'm sure it was at an Empire event, but we'll definitely hear a little bit about it. So coming out of, obviously, an unbelievable gym, higher level, they've got some crazy talent out there at the moment. So Chris fits in very, very well with the guys over there. So Chris, that's an absolute pleasure, brother. Thanks for taking the time to speak to me.
Mate, the pleasure's all mine. Thank you for having me.
Oh, that's an absolute pleasure, brother. So tell us about you then. Obviously, higher level. Obviously, you've been at higher level for a little bit. I mean, the talent at a higher level is unbelievable. I mean, you're talking about some of the best fighters on the scene at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Especially for the people around my weight and the welterweight as well. So like you said before, I've trained here quite a bit, but I used to come from Preston and then come up to do my fight camps. But now I've fully moved up, so I'm living up here now, and that was towards the end of last year, about October time. So I've been training full time since then, out of high level MMA under James. So yeah, and they've welcomed me with open arms, and they've been nothing but brilliant with me.
Yeah. That's the thing. I mean, I always say this. I mean, if you're very, very serious about this game, you have to go to a higher level. I mean, as I said, we're talking about talent, and you're talking about kids. I mean, kids as young as like 13, 14 years old. I remember Stephen Clancy being 15-year-old and out there causing an absolute scene. And I mean, you've got young guys all the way through to the older guys. You know what I mean? The guys that are, let's say, your Stevie Rays, your Paul Craigs and stuff like that. Guys with a lot of experience as well. So it's definitely brilliant for, obviously, guys, young guys like yourself.
Yeah, it helps having such a varied skill range as well, and experience, like you said, because they all help each other and help each other to grow. So I think that is a massive contributing factor to the success of the gym, and just the way that Jimmy's molded the culture. I think it works really well.
Yeah. Obviously, again, you're not just MMA, obviously grappling as well. We've seen you in a lot of grappling comps as well. Obviously, Jake Cross, Mr. Empire Grappling, had a lot of great words to say about you last week when I obviously chatted with him. So he's very excited to see you step out of Cage Warriors as well.
Mate, I've actually when was the last time I competed? I think it was end of last year, but I believe he's coming to Scotland actually.
June the 1st, yeah, June the 1st.
I'll probably end up trying to do that one actually.
Yeah. They're talking about doing a Grand Prix. So I remember he was talking about a Grand Prix, like a kind of a tournament style to crown a champion and stuff like that. So we're hoping to see a lot of, obviously, higher level guys definitely step up and pop in. And I know that they love being out there in the grappling scene as well as doing MMA as well. So
a lot of lads are just wanting to stay active, and stuff like the Empire is just brilliant for that. It still gets them nerves, so you still have to deal with all that. You might have to make sure you keep your diet clean and that to make the weight of the category. And it's a great challenge as well.
Yeah, yeah.
They go really well and professionally, so it's good.
Yeah. One thing about your grappling as well, I mean, obviously, from knowing you, from being on the scene and so on, do you know what I mean? You've got that pure jit style, but you can switch it up and turn on that MMA aggressive style as well. Do you know what I mean? So, because again, it's difficult. A lot of people, maybe if they only train in MMA, they can only do an MMA style of grappling. Whereas obviously guys that can do both, do you know what I mean? It makes their game absolutely awesome, and which is exactly what you can do.
Yeah, and that's only been getting better since coming here. Like James has massively invested his time and energy into me, and along with all the boys like Mark, Enzo, Sean. Do you know what I mean? They're all putting their knowledge into me, and it's definitely it's growing.
Yeah, I saw you and James put a video up. It was you and Lorenzo, obviously going at it. Do you know what I mean? And it looked like a crazy back and forward. Do you know what I mean? So, and we know how good Enzo is. We know how good Lorenzo is as well. So,
mate, it's just scrambles. I mean, non-stop. But it's a good partner to have. Definitely invaluable. So it's yeah, he loves. Jimmy does love taking them videos.
He does post a lot. Do you know what I mean? But it's great. I mean, it lets people see what's going on. He doesn't hide anything. That's the thing. You know yourself, a lot of gyms out there won't do, no, like they won't take pictures or videos through training for whatever reason. Whereas James is very open about your guys' training. He wants people to see what's happening.
Yeah, he's just a great teacher, mate. He really is. He's very acute with his direction that he's going, and he knows exactly what he wants out of each session. He knows the structure. I mean, and he has an intent for everything, so it's not just random. So yeah, there are certain things that he won't show, such as the sparring. But now and then he'll show clips of that. But yeah, but other than that, mate, he's pretty much an open book with it.
Yeah. The one thing I like about James is he gets the best out of everybody. Do you know what I mean? So, because you know yourself, there'll be people that will come in the gym that, do you know what I mean? They need that little bit of a push in training. Do you know what I mean? Whereas James gets the absolute best out of every single fighter in the gym. Win or lose, I mean, you're going out there and you're 100% ready to go.
Yeah. I think if you're serious about improving and you take the time to ask him questions, mate, the feedback he'll give you is tenfold. Do you know what I mean? So he'll invest just as much as you put in, and it shows in his fighters.
Yeah. Tell us about Cage Warriors then. Obviously, we know about the PFL. Obviously, you were a bit gutted. You were hoping to do your kind of PFL pro debut. Obviously, that kind of fell through. Obviously, nothing to do with you. It's just, I think, what did you call the guy? You called him a bitch. So, Biagio. So, but obviously, I knew you were you were going to be a bit gutted. We saw the video. But Cage Warriors, tell us about, obviously, Cage Warriors, pro debut. How did you find out you were going to be on Cage Warriors?
So I signed the contract with them end of last year. I was hoping to get out in November, but the dates just didn't align with them. They just couldn't get me out, which is fair enough. It happens, and it's happened a lot to me over the last year. But we set up a plan like, look, I want a busy year this year. So at the start of the year, we set out like either March or April is going to be the date. We then spoke about March, but then James wanted me to be in line with all the people in April, all the fighters who he knew who were fighting on this card. And he wanted me to have the same sort of camp as them in the same timeline. So that was then the aim. And then eventually Jimmy, speaking to Ian and ended up getting told the fight. I said, he said, I think we got this matchup. I was like, yeah, I'm down. And then mate, it's just been full steam ahead.
Yeah. One thing as well, I mean, anybody that kind of followed you throughout your amateur career and grappling and all that kind of stuff, I mean, you're a scary guy, man. You're a scary guy to be coming into that pro ranks where you're able to throw like a lot of stuff. Obviously, you're not limited to what you can throw. I mean, you elbows, knees, all that kind of stuff. So you're going to be a terrifying guy in this pro ranks.
Mate, I believe I will drown this guy. I'll take him to deep waters, mate, and I'll just overwhelm him. I don't believe he has the skill set to be able to manage it.
Yeah.
And especially the ability for me to have it on such a stage as Cage Warriors, mate, it's a great opportunity.
Yeah,
brilliant.
One thing as well, I mean, even though you're from England, you're Scottish now, Chris. You're Scottish now. Do you know what I mean? You're one of us. You're one of us. So you're going to get a massive cheer. I mean, when you come out, we obviously saw previous Cage Warriors. I think it was Cameron Else when he came out, and he didn't get a very good reception, which he expected. But I mean, you're going to get a lot of cheers on the night. There's going to be a huge support for you from not just friends and family of your own, but obviously everybody else surrounding Higher Level and the rest of Scotland.
There's a lot of us. I believe there's 5 of us fighting on the card, so it'd be a busy packed arena, I imagine. So I'm looking forward to the full Scottish event. I've been to the PFL one, and the arena was just packed there, so I believe it'll be very similar results in that sense.
Yeah. Obviously, you've seen the walkouts. You've seen like the walkouts for the Scottish guys previously. Sean Clancy's walkout is goosebumps material. Do you know what I mean? So, what you expecting from the walkout itself for you?
I try not to put too much expectations, because if it doesn't go that way, I don't want it to surprise me. So I'm indifferent. But I mean, I know all my family and my friends will be there, so it's going to be a good atmosphere. I can pretty much guarantee that. But I'm just looking forward to getting out there. I don't want to overthink much and look past this moment.
Yeah. It's going to be a special moment. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, walking out, pro debut as well. I mean, pro debut, walking out in front of, 8,000-10,000 people on Cage Warriors wearing them famous yellow gloves. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't get any better than that on a pro debut, Chris.
Oh, I've finally got myself a good pair.
Yes.
Oh, I cannot wait.
Well, there'll be a lot more to come. There'll be a lot more to come, 100%. So, I'm absolutely buzzing. I can't wait. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, got a huge amount of respect for anybody that steps in the cage, and obviously got a load of love for obviously Higher Level, just in regards to what you guys do. I know how hard you guys train. Do you know what I mean? So you guys train in the gym. Do you know what I mean? You guys train very hard. That the fight's the easy part. Do you know what I mean? The training camp, do you know what I mean, that you guys go through is crazy.
Mate, it's definitely the hardest part. It's just so consistent, and the standard is so high, which is, it shows again in the results that we've managed to get as a gym. But it is a true pleasure. That the pressure is a privilege at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Be among this sort of crowd is only helped me.
Yeah. Well, it's an awesome bunch of guys. Yeah. Awesome bunch of guys at Higher Level, and as the camaraderie between the lot of you as well. I mean, you not just train together. You'll maybe go out for lunches or dinners and socialise in the evenings. Sit during the day. I mean, even after training, you'll sit in the gym. You'll be chatting away for ages as well. So it's a great feel. My son was training there before, got injured, but he's back training now. So he loves it. I mean, he travels from Glasgow to come through every day. So that's him back training. He only came back on Monday. So but he just loves it. He absolutely loves it. And do you know what I mean? And he says the same thing. It's a great bunch of people. So
what injury did he get?
Yeah.
What injury did he get?
Oh, he snapped his ankle.
Oof.
Yeah. And do you know what it was? It was a freak training accident. It happens. I mean, everybody gets injured at some point, and as I said, it was just his turn to get injured. So he obviously went through a bit of rehab. I think he was out for about a year and a half. He had to get an operation, steroid injections, rehab, and all that kind of stuff. So what he wanted to do, he knows the level at Higher Level. So he's like, I don't want to go in until I'm good, right? Until my ankle's good. And as I said, now he's in a good position. So came back on Monday. Obviously walked in, and James, it was like he'd never been away. Do you know what I mean? So James obviously welcomed him in, and that's what I love. That's what I absolutely love. Do you know what I mean? And James kept back and forward with me, just kind of checking up on him, making sure he was okay and all that. So yeah, he's buzzing. He's buzzing to be back as well. So you'll probably see him. So final thing then, Chris, you've been in the game for a little bit. Obviously, you've got some amazing people around you. Obviously, up here and down south as well. But anybody in particular you want to shout out to? Any friends, family members, teammates, sponsors, anything you may have?
So I want to shout out, obviously, the main thing is to all my family, my mum, my dad, and my brother. and my girlfriend. They've supported me massively, especially since the shift from moving from Preston up to here. It's them who have made it so easy, that movement. Again, as well, Jimmy and his support and allowing me to help me be able to fund this, and just constantly supporting me in my decision. And then all the boys here as well, making me so welcome, making me not doubt the decision at all. If anything, only putting more of a certainty on it, which is like Mark, Sean, Enzo, Paul Craig. There's all of them, like Stephen as well. Like, there's just so many, and they've been so helpful to allow me to be able to make such a big shift in my life. And then my sponsors, I've got obviously Livsy's Butchers is the longest one going so far. He's absolutely been a saviour, especially helping with me just because of the amount of meat. Obviously, it's so expensive, but he's been such a boy all for the past maybe 5 years. He's supported me, mate. He's absolutely smashed it. There's KG and SB. There's Greenbox Gym, and there's Dare to Dream Massage Therapy as well. All of whom have helped me.
Yeah.
And yeah, that team is only going to get bigger in time, especially after I put this clinic on April 19th.
Yeah. Listen, I'm sure they'll all be there or watching as well. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, they'll be just as excited as you, because as you mentioned, obviously Livsy's Butcher has been with you for the last 5 years. So they're totally invested in you, and they're going to be absolutely buzzing to see you walk out on the 19th as well. So yeah, I can't wait, mate. I can't wait. Obviously, I hear a lot of stuff about you. Looking forward to seeing it on the 19th. I'm looking forward to seeing you go in there, pro debut, and just come out and do your thing, man. Do you know what I mean? Do what you're good at. I mean, you're born to do this shit, Chris, man. You're born to do this.
Mate, it is a very grateful life that I've got. Honestly, I truly am. I'm very blessed to be in this position, so I will not waste it.
Yeah. Guys, there we go then. Chris Morris, higher levels, going to be heading to Cage Warriors 187, Saturday, 19th of April. Now, anybody that's going to see Chris, obviously hit up, he does have a link for tickets, so if you're going to see him directly, where's the link? Is it on your Instagram, Chris, Facebook?
It's on my Instagram in the bio. Just click on that and it'll come up.
Yeah, so make sure if you are going to see Chris, make sure you hit up that link. Anybody that can't make the event on the evening, then it is going to be on UFC Fight Pass as always, so make sure you do get that as well. Also, anytime I do a show, I mean, we always talk about sponsors as well, so anybody wanting to kind of hit up these guys for sponsorship, I mean, what they do is they're very good on social media. They post a lot. Do you know what I mean? You get your details on any other kind of fight stuff as well. And get them now, because while they're early in their career, because see, when they get to the UFC, they're fucking expensive, man. They're very, very expensive. So definitely hit them up now. Chris, anybody wants to sponsor you, how do they hit you up? How do they get you?
Just message me either on Instagram or Facebook, or you can email me on chrismorrisag@gmail.com. Yeah, and then we'll just inquire through it through there, and then we'll get back to them.
Yeah, just got a couple of comments come in. Obviously, Miles Painter. Miles Painter is what I call him the MMA Yoda, Chris. He's from America. He does a lot of fighter profiles and so on. So just saying, obviously, about you, another Cage Warriors debutant in the house, versus obviously Christian Soda, Foot Towns, obviously a lot of people on there. Just saying, Morris is very experienced, and he's got you winning by submission in round 2. Do you know what I mean? So he reckons it's going to go to the second round submission. So Miles is awesome. Miles does all these fighter profiles. He's done it on everybody, almost everybody. So and he puts what I do on video, he puts into words. Do you know what I mean? And he does it absolutely brilliant. So so definitely look out, obviously, for fighter profile on yourself, Chris. So but Chris, that's an absolute pleasure, brother. Thank you very much for obviously taking some time to speak to me.
No, thank you, mate. Thank you.
Listen, I'll be there on the night as well, so obviously cheering all you guys on. So I'm absolutely buzzing for it. But listen, enjoy the rest of your training. Stay safe, of course, and we'll see you on the 19th, brother.
Perfect. Thank you. Pleasure.